digit thousands facts.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. Today, bringing you some gameplay with this 86 overall Tyler Lockett. X Factor Tyler Lockett. NFL Superstar promo came out. I guess it was today, or I'm not sure if they dropped it at night because it was the release of the game. I don't know exactly, or the official release of the game without the 3-day early access. Whatever the case may be, we ended up doing the solos. I knocked out a bunch of them by myself, and then I knocked out a bunch with my friend Nemo, and we ended up getting the pack pretty much at the exact same time. So I think he got Mike McGlinchey, I got Tyler Lockett, and he's a Niner fan. I'm a Seahawks fan, so it worked out real well, man. We also had a few new pickups of the squad. We used 2 82 to 84 power-up passes on our O-line. So all we have is a 70 overall at right guard that we need to replace, and I'm already kind of eyeing who I want because I'm going to be getting another 82 to 84 overall power-up pass at level 35. And we also added Max Williams to the team. That may not seem like much, but he is an X factor, and we've been needing a fullback and also a second tight end that can block. So he can do both of those things because we have a bronze fullback, and he's really bad. So I wanted somebody better, and he's perfect. Ended up pulling him from one of the packs or rewards you get from the solo, so that was perfect. He'll just be our second tight end and our fullback for a while, and we'll keep him there until we can hopefully get Max Strong. That's the dream. But he is obviously pretty expensive, and the collection does not seem worth it to me at all. So we'll rock with Max Williams for now. But like I said, we had the 2 upgrades on the O-line. We had Lockett, so some good upgrades to the team, man. And Lockett, unfortunately, or I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately, but I mean, we don't use him that much in this gameplay, but he is going to be on the team for a long time, so you definitely will see him running around and doing whatever. As right here, this dude throws a dot to the end zone to, I think that's DJ Moore, and that was a good throw. You know, I ended up bringing Jamal Adams down because he was really gashing me with the run, but he was also switching to these passes that I didn't want to put my corners in man. I don't really trust them in man that much, especially when I run a lot of 4-3, so my linebackers are in man. So I wanted to stay away from that as much as possible, and I just went way too far down. He threw a dot, so good shit by him. And I showed the return with Tyler Lockett. Not much, man. He has the ability for returning, and I think it's called Return Man, actually. So I was pretty excited to use it. I don't feel much difference. Maybe if I use it a little bit more, get used to it. I've never really used that chemistry. Maybe I'll notice it a little bit more. But anyway, down 7-0. Obviously, we're trying to fucking get on the board right now as we find Andre Johnson, man. I like my receivers. My receiving core is nice now. I like Lockett in the slot, and I also like Larry Fitzgerald and Andre Johnson. You know, Larry is probably the weaker of the 3 is right here. We tried to go the end zone. That was a very risky decision right there. But luckily, it doesn't get picked, and we don't get a touchdown either. But I like my receivers. They're possession receivers. They're big. They can run block. They can do everything I want. Is right here. Eddie George just puts the team on his back, man. Jamal Adams running straight at him. Just get the fuck off me. Throws him over his shoulder. I mean, Eddie George is a beast, man. Probably my favorite card in the game over Lamar Jackson as well. At 2nd and 17, Tyler Lockett gets to the 7-yard line. I didn't say we didn't use him at all. We definitely targeted Tyler Lockett, and you guys will see him throughout this gameplay. But like I said, he will be on the team for a long time. It's not like a one-game rental gameplay, you know what I'm saying? So he'll be on the team for a while. As right there, Eddie George, man, 4th down, we ended up going for it. I didn't want to settle for a field goal. I was tempted. You know, I was thinking about it, but I'm like, you know what? Time to nut up or shut up. So I went ahead and went for it. I quick hiked him, and we ended up getting in with Eddie George. So tied at 7, a minute 27 left. 2nd and 10, he ends up handing off to his running back, DeAndre Swift. Quick little fucker. I will give him that. But luckily, Ronnie Lott takes him down right there because I completely whiffed on my user tackle. 3rd and 4, backing up with Rodgers, and he fires a not-so-dot. Shaquille Griffin comes up with a pick, comes out the woodwork, and we have a lane, man. We're running down the left sideline. There's a little bit of room. Aaron Rodgers is in the way, but we cut back inside, and that is a house call, baby. Shaquille Griffin, man. We ended up adding him, I think, last video, and he is beastly. 88 speed. You guys can see how deadly he is on returns like that. He is so fucking fast, and he came out the woodwork, like I said, and picked that ball off. So just like that, we go up 7 with a pick 6 from Shaquille Griffin. I cannot underestimate how huge of a pick that was, considering that I don't have a lot of confidence in my defense, period, right now, and this dude seemed like he had a pretty decent scheme on offense, so I was definitely worried. That 7 points really helps us, and the fact that we get the ball back at half definitely helps us a lot. We also got a penalty, unfortunately. I didn't want to skip past that because they're calling illegal contact this year. I got to respect it. I like that they added some penalties. I feel like there's going to be a lot of times where people will get bailed out on that. Like, the dude was not going to throw to the person I hit, but still, it was illegal contact. Like, I ran into him. So I like that they're calling it, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys' opinion on the whole flag throwing thing is, because there's definitely a lot more mud than there has been in previous years. Madden 20, I didn't play that much, so I don't know what the flag game was like, but in the limited games I did play in Madden 20, there wasn't very many, if any, flags. But anyway, this dude ends up putting together a solid little drive after throwing the pick six. So, he came out and he nutted up, man. He was like, you know what, I threw the pick six. I could fold right now, but he came out and put some points up. He actually almost got into the end zone. If he would have went out of bounds, I think he would have had a better shot. Probably would have been able to take one more shot to the end zone. But, unfortunately for him, he only gets 3. But points are points, so that's huge for him. As right here, Eddie George, man. There's no way he's scoring because he's slow as shit compared to all these corners and stuff. But that is a hell of a run right there, man. He takes it all the way to the 12-yard line, and then we hit him with a read option, and there is no way that anybody is catching Lamar Jackson as we get into the end zone once again to make it 21-10. We come out in the second half, 3 plays, 75 yards, a minute and 4 seconds off the clock. We killed that completely, but now we're right back on defense, right where I don't want to be, as another flag pops up, and that was 100% my fault. That is the one time the flags have been called in previous Maddens, is when you just smack the shit out of the quarterback. I actually got through, and I was really surprised that I did, but he got it off really quick. I'll give that guy credit. He found his dump off real quick when he saw the pressure and got DeAndre Swift, open in the flat. As right now, he's to the 12, man, and now to the 9. Aaron Rodgers, 1 rush for 3 yards, 2nd and 7. He runs this stretch that he was going to early in the game. He goes back to it now. I'm ready for it now. 3rd and 7, he decides to run it again, and now it is 4th and 3, and he decides to go for it. I man up everybody, and there is absolutely nothing open as we bat that ball away. No way that was going to happen, man. We lock up on the goal line, up 11. That is such a huge stop. Obviously, a field goal really doesn't do much for him. Actually, fuck, that made it an 8-point game. My math was completely wrong. I don't know why that dude didn't take his field goal. Very interesting, especially the fact that he was moving the ball anyway, and maybe he just didn't think he could stop me. I don't know what the deal was, but you guys can see we ended up getting out of a bad hole. We ended up falling down with Lamar Jackson. That probably looked kind of funny. I did not want to eat a big hit. I thought I had a little bit of a lane with the read option. I did not. I fell. I was not going to eat a big hit and fucking have him, get a touchdown off that shit. So I just fell. We lived to fight another down. We found Kittle for a huge gain. But unfortunately, we can't put this game away just yet. We weren't able to find Lockett. We did take another shot to him. I thought we had him for a second because he does have the ability of rack him up. But then I realized it wasn't activated. Like, at the time, I was like, what the hell? I thought that was like his thing, but I kind of forgot X factors. I don't know what I need to do to get him in the zone. But anyway, moving on, we ended up punting the ball. We got him all the way to the 4-yard line. So he really has to move. He has to go 96 yards to, make this a 1-score game. And Ronnie Lott ended up dropping a pick. He finds DeAndre Swift out the backfield, so he keeps his drive alive. Now at the 19-yard line, he finds Darren Waller once again. That's a lot of times he's thrown to Darren Waller. A lot of times he's targeted him, I guess I should say. It's right here. Ed McCaffrey, fucking Jamal Adams, man. That's the game-sealing pick right there. I mean, we've had 2 picks that could have been picks. Ronnie Lott didn't want to pick his, and Jamal Adams just kind of swatted at it. He's like a fly. Just get the fuck out of here. So, I mean, he wasn't having a pick. And then Ed McCaffrey, I wasn't having this route, man. He runs it again. He went to this route way too many times this game. Just throw it right at me, man. Why the fuck not? We finally get our goddamn interception. It's about fucking time. Jamal Adams dropped one, or not dropped one, but didn't go for one. Ronnie Lott dropped one, and then we redeemed it with the user. So we'll take that, man. That might be the first user, or first time I've been able to hit that in a video since I've gone back to Madden 21. So that was nice. But that's going to go ahead and force the rage quit. He was having no more of it. Thinking back on it, man, I really don't know why he didn't take that field goal. I didn't even think of it think about it at the time. Like I said, my math must have just been fucking dead wrong. But that would have been an 8-point game. Would have been a 1-score game. But again, I just don't think that he thought he could stop me. Like, I was moving. There was no way the motherfucker was stopping me. You guys could see it. I think I scored every single time I had the ball, except for the last drive, which I was trying to clock. I ran a few more times than I usually do. Probably should have been a little bit more risky and just try to end the game up 2 scores. But nonetheless, we end up getting the win. A really good game. Tyler Lockett, he made some plays, not really many big ones. We did target him a few times, but I'm sure in later videos he will do some great things. But you guys could see the explosiveness from him. He's really, really fucking fast. And I think once I get the kick return stuff down, he could be real deadly. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to look out for the next one. And as always, I'm out. Peace.